Hi guys, Thomas and Friends 47 here. Today we're taking a look at the new Thomas and Friends Motorized All Engines Go Carly the Crane. Now, you'll see here that this packaging is what we've come to get used to as terms of AEG packaging. Got the character on the back, all the different names and different languages on the back. Very interesting. Here's the other side. Here's the bottom with the Thomas barcode. I always liked that design feature. Here's the top. Now let's see Carly out of the package. Now before we take a look at Carly, we're going to take a look at the flat car that she comes with. Mainly because her crane arm is attached to this when you first open the pack. You'll see that it's a fairly new piece of rolling stock from what we're used to. Exposed wheels on both sides, nothing covering that. Here's the coupling. The buffers, though, are very nicely done. They're actually some of the longest I've seen on Trackmaster rolling stock. Here's the back of the car. And the top. Now, if I remove the crane arm, you'll see there a little bit more detail. The circle and the little bumps on the sides. And then here's the bottom, and you'll see how much thinner the plastic is on the bottom. There's not that extra bit that goes around to hold the wheels. And here's a comparison to the older version of this flat car in Trackmaster 2. See that even though they're both the same length, that the buffer is there and everything's a little bit different. Alright, then here is Carly out of the packaging by herself here. You'll see that she has window detail, she has stripes, the door handle detail, and you can see there too, you just assemble that crane by just popping it on top. But as I was saying, she has a lot of detail here on the sides. Bolt details, door handle details, the buffers are nice. Here's the front of the Carly. That face matches what we see in the show, which I think is interesting. Here's the other side, which is basically the same. And you can see she is very tall. Now here's the back. I was a little bit disappointed that nothing was printed here, nothing painted. It's just feels very plain. Here's the top of Carly. And the bottom. And also here is the top body shell removed. You can see inside of there a lot of extra plastic on the inside. And then here's the mobility of the crane. So this can go, it can move up, so it's in this position, and it can move up to there. And there's not a wide range of motion there. I expected there to be a little bit more in terms of being able to move around, but that's it. It can go 360 degrees though, turning around, which I think is cool. And it has like 2 points of extension. So you have this first one, which is about there. And then you have, well, 3 points. This middle one. And then the third one takes and droops out just like the show, which I think is pretty cool. The only problem is it looks a little bit too low. Like I wish you could have raised it a little bit taller on the back end, and then it would have looked just like the show, because this looks a little bit droopy. All in all though, this isn't a bad model, and Mattel really went out of their way to make this look just like what we see in the show. And I think that's what irritates long-term fans of Mattel and Trackmaster, because, you know, they were saying before they didn't want to put too much detail in the toys to save money, but yet they turn around and spend all of this extra money, you know, to spend it on this to make it look just like the show. And I think that's what frustrates a lot of fans. Personally, I think this model is good. To the point of looking like what it's supposed to be. It looks like the AEG Carly, it's what we're used to from the show, and I think that, you know, younger fans and even older fans who enjoy All Engines Go would love to have this model in their collections. It does look accurate to what you've seen in the show, and overall it has a lot of good details. However, if you're not really into All Engines Go, and you're purchasing this for your collection, then you may want to just skip over this, because the rolling stock that's included with it isn't a great, you know, inclusion, and like I said, unless you are an AEG fan, you're probably going to want to skip over this model, and maybe focus on getting the older CGI series Carly model that came in the set. So anyway, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think about this model in the comments below, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now.